What do you got today, Buzz?
It's a short haircut. Can we please get over it?
I'll settle down, G.I. Jane.
That was pretty funny. A mullet would be more appropriate for this episode because we're about to be talking about the Gypsy Jokers outlaw motorcycle gang. The Jokers have been quiet of late, but in a couple of weeks they're going to be writ large in the headlines again, courtesy of a massive bikie meet. The Westdale Dirt Drags kicks off on September 27 and looks set to be the most bogan neck tattoo convention since the last Royal Show. Usually these kinds of outlaw affairs are held at motorplexes or drag strips in the city, but the Gypsy Jokers like their space. They're holding this event in the historic West Australian Shire of Beverley.
Why Beverley?
It's the wheat belt. We all know bikies like cropping. But yes, it's not exactly the gritty underworld, less rose tattoo and more yokel country and western.
Never ever stop in the middle of a hoedown.
The most exciting thing that happens in Beverley is usually the Country Women's Association annual scone bake-off, but for 3 days later this month the town will trade this...
a good pinch of salt
for this. At least it will do if the Shire holds its nerve against the WA Police Force.
Yeah, well, cops do not want it going ahead.
Westdale Dirt Drags has been happening each year for more than a decade, but the 5-0 are saying enough is enough. Western Australia's top cop, Colin Blanche, has written to the Shire of Beverley demanding councillors refuse the Jokers planning application.
I bet that went down well.
Yeah, let's just say they didn't take kindly to what it saw as police overreach.
Suck my...
The Shire last week voted 8-0 in favour of the application, and in a further you to the cops, refused to attach restrictive conditions to the event permit that police wanted included.
No trainers.
What?
No trainers.
That intransigence had the West Australian government clutching its pearls. Premier Roger Cook couldn't understand why a handful of councillors living in the middle of nowhere and who had their names, faces and phone numbers freely accessible on the Shire's website weren't falling over themselves to make enemies of one of Australia's most feared organised crime outfits.
Very easy for politicians to give advice.
From behind the safety of police state security details. For the record, the Shire says it's not intimidated, and a couple of Beverley locals have rightly pointed out that farmers can handle themselves. And it's true, pound for pound, the average Australian pastoralist packs more heat than any patch bikie I know. The councillors have argued that even if they did refuse the Jokers application, the club would easily overturn the decision on appeal at the State Administrative Tribunal. So what's the point?
Well, why have the cops taken an issue all of a sudden?
After 10 years,
Yeah.
I think because Westdale Dirt Drags is one of the last proper bikie events that's still running. The anti-association laws across the country have put paid to big get-togethers, plus the cops know it's a big money spinner for the club.
How much money are we talking?
Lots. Between 2,000 and 3,000 people go through the gates at $50 a head, and it's $50 to enter any of the motorsport competitions.
You took the wrong turn at Opelika.
Oh, now you took it with me, Miss Daisy.
The Jokers don't do FPOS, so this is a strictly cash affair.
So what, worth more than, 100 grand to the
At
club?
least, probably 2. Makes it one of the Gypsy Jokers' more lucrative ventures, although, as with all bikie gangs, they do have other commercial interests capable of bringing in revenue.
A self-serve kiosk, so simple and quick.
I'm Ben Harvey.